Hey guys, how you going? So this ride today is just going to bring you along with me. Hopefully we don't see any kangaroos. But this today is, I'm coming up for 2 years of ownership of this bike. Yeah, so if you're new to this is your first time here, thank you, welcome aboard. If I could just get you to hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon for any sort of content that I upload. Yeah, thanks for that, and it's free. So anyway, this is 2 years. I actually get it, the bike I got on the 26th of June or somewhere around there. I think it might have been the 6th of July 2021. I was one of the first in Western Australia or Perth to get one, which I was lucky enough to get one when they first come out. And it's just basically, this video is based just on what it's been like for the 2 years of owning it. So I'm going to start off with the very first time, or the very sort of first couple of months I owned the bike. Oh, this torque, can't get over the torque. Yeah, so I had, when I first bought this bike, I had it was a standard bike. I had S&S Grand National slip-ons and a tall sort of non-detachable sissy bar on the back. And since then I've added the Cobra El Diablo 2-in-1. I've got a small detachable sissy bar. I've added this Harley Davidson quarter fairing. I added the grips, these Magnum, I think they're called Magnum getter grips. I've added genuine Harley Davidson left-hand swing arm bag. I added the gloss black fuel cap there because they're chrome or like an alloy colour. I've added the Saddleman San Diego Customs Pro gripper seat. But the biggest thing I did to this bike was add the S&S 475 chain driven cam, and I had it dyno tuned and all that sort of stuff. And this bike now produces 118.65 horsepower at the tyre and 188.65 newton meters of torque at the tyre, which equates to about 138 foot-pounds. This is at the ground, mind you, so really big gains from a S&S 475 cam and a dyno tune. Okay, so I've had no real issues. I've had no real issues with the bike, none at all. Now I've said that, touch wood, it's me tapping my head. Yeah, no issues with the bike. There was a couple of tuning issues when I first got the bike for the 2021 ECUs. For EPA and all that sort of stuff. They made it really hard to be able to tune them. Hello sir. Made it really hard, so they got around that now and all that sort of stuff. I've had like 5 dyno tunes on this bike, and now I've got a really good tune at the moment. Yeah, so it's actually a really nice bike to ride. Tons of power. Yeah, so I love the Saddleman seat. I love the Cobra El Diablo 2-in-1. That was a game changer for the way the bike looks and the way it sounds. And you can just hear it now. It's just going slow. 4th gear, 60 kilometers an hour. Slight roll on. So meaty and chunky. Such a good pipe. Yeah, so it's been a really good bike. I've done nearly. Let's have a look. 13,660 kilometers since I've owned the bike. Keeping in mind I've had 5 other bikes in this time as well, so I'm always sharing the kilometers on other bikes. Where are you going? You're going to turn left at the last minute? No, you're not. Very good. So yeah, I've had other bikes. So yeah, so it's been a really good bike. There was a few issues with the tunes. I had what they were calling an overrun on the D-cell. So when I was coming down like that, didn't go to the throttle like this, coming down to a stop, the bike would fuel. So I'd be riding along, coming down to the stop, say at 30, 40 kilometres an hour, ready to put my foot on the brake, and the bike would go burp, it would just like lunge forward. Overrun, the tuners called it overrun. So they got that all sorted out in the last dyno tune. Would I do the stage 2 again on this bike? Honestly, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, not for the... They go, hear me out on this, and all you guys are going, you know, stage 2's awesome. It is awesome for the power. But there's a lot of cons to getting a stage 2 as well. I suppose the first one would be the fuel consumption. These are only small tanks, I think they're like 13.2 litres. I was getting about 250 kilometres a tank before the stage 2. Now I'm getting maybe 210, 220 if I behave myself. If I don't behave myself, I'm getting around 180 to 200, which isn't bad. So, but that comes with the territory, that was to be expected. But the one thing that is a bit of a pain in the ass is the actual low down rideability. So I will show you when I'm going at a roundabout up here in a moment. The rideability just on and off the throttle, it's a bit sort of like snatchy and a little bit like it's jerky fueling. No matter how you tune it, you can't get rid of it. So using first and second, that's how it sort of is. When I had just a stage 1 with the 2 into 2 slip-ons, riding around it on and off the throttle was really smooth. So around town, that was so good. Out here in country roads, the stage 2, not a problem, because you're not really using on and off the throttle, you're actually on the throttle the whole time. That's a bit of moss in the road, Jesus. So you're using the throttle all the time. But I've got to say, this bike, for me, has been awesome. I love this bike. Would I swap it out for another bike? If I was to swap it out for a bike, I'd probably go for a tourer. But out of a breakout, probably a lowrider streetbob, no. I'd keep this bike and ride it, because this bike's just been so good, so much fun to ride. It's light, it's flickable, it's a head turner of a bike. Love this bike. Alright, coming up to this roundabout, right? So it's all downhill to the left, so you've got to ride the throttle anyway. But it's one of those things where you've got to ride the clutch. You can't just be. If you hear that, can you hear that? But. You've got to be just riding the clutch on that edge. So past that, as you can tell, sounds nice. It goes nice. There you go. So just that thing, but that happens all the time when you're riding around suburbs and roundabouts, stop signs, give way signs, all that kind of stuff. So it's like herky jerky. So anyway, would I swap it for another bike? No, no way. If I could afford, if I had the funds to buy a like a touring, like a bagger, whether it be like a road glide, street glide, even a Road King special, I'd go a Road King special. I really do like the Road King specials. There's something about them, especially the new ones with the 114s and stuff in them. If I could afford one here in Australia, I would definitely do it. The downside to them here in Australia, a Road King special, this is in Australian dollars mind you, is $40,000. A Road Glide special, even a Road Glide standard, is $44,000. Street Glide, same thing, $44,000. If you get the STs, they're knocking on 50 grand here in Australia. So I hate to see what the new CVOs are going to be. So anyway, I'd like a Road King special. Just I love that bag of touring look, it's so cool. Twin pipes out the back. But if I could afford it, I would keep this bike as well. But I've got this bike and I've got a 2016 new to me Triumph 1050 Speed Triple, which I love. So keep your eye on that. That'll be coming up on the channel a lot over the next few months, or hopefully for a while. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, 2 years of ownership, nearly 13,600 kilometers. Beautiful bike. I have no regrets buying it. I love this bike. I've made it my own by putting things on it. So for all you guys out there that are looking at buying one of these, definitely, I'd say go for it. They are wicked bikes, absolutely wicked bikes. So there's been a lot of big channels when these first come out in America and that, they sort of wrote these off, not hate them, they're horrible bikes. They are not horrible bikes. They are wicked bikes. Good one that you indicated there, buddy. You let everyone know where you're turning. Yep, so that's really about it. So if you stayed this long, thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It is free. Doesn't cost you a cent. It's free. That'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'm getting some lunch in a place over there called Dome. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.